Ever wondered how Amish couples get to know each other before marriage without dating apps, restaurants, or movies? Their bundling and soaking traditions involve shocking rules that would seem impossible to modern couples seeking romance. Bundling basics. Modern couples meet through dating apps, social events, and casual encounters that allow immediate physical attraction and chemistry testing. Amish courtship begins with bundling, a supervised practice where couples lie together in bed while fully clothed to conversation and emotional connection. Parents provide the bed, supervise the interaction, and ensure appropriate boundaries are maintained throughout the courtship process that seems unimaginable to contemporary dating culture. Parental supervision. Today's couples value privacy and independence in developing relationships, often keeping parents uninformed about dating activities until relationships become serious. Amish bundling requires constant parental oversight, with mothers or fathers remaining nearby during all courtship sessions to monitor behavior and conversation. Parents choose which young people can bundle together, schedule sessions, and maintain authority over every aspect of the courtship process. This supervision ensures community standards are maintained while preventing inappropriate behavior that might compromise family reputation or spiritual purity. Clothing requirements. Modern dating allows couples to dress attractively and express personal style to create physical appeal and romantic atmosphere during courtship activities. Bundling couples must wear specific garments designed to prevent physical temptation while allowing emotional intimacy to develop safely. Both participants wear thick undergarments, multiple layers, and sometimes special bundling clothes that cover the entire body while lying together in bed. These clothing requirements ensure that physical attraction doesn't overshadow spiritual compatibility and character assessment. The garments act as barriers that maintain modesty while still permitting the closeness necessary for couples to determine marriage suitability through conversation and emotional connection. Time restrictions. Contemporary couples date when convenient, spending unlimited time together without external scheduling constraints or community oversight of their relationship development. Modern dating allows couples to determine their own pace and timing for relationship milestones based on personal preferences and mutual attraction. Amish bundling follows strict time schedules determined by parents and community leaders rather than the couple's personal desires or convenience. Sessions typically last 2 to 3 hours during specific evening hours when farm work is complete, but before mandatory sleep schedules begin. Couples cannot bundle more than twice per week, and total courtship periods are limited to ensure prompt marriage decisions without prolonged relationship uncertainty. These time restrictions prevent couples from developing excessive emotional attachment without marriage commitment, while ensuring adequate opportunity for character assessment. The scheduling reflects community priorities about productive work, family obligations, and spiritual discipline, taking precedence over romantic pursuits that might distract from essential daily responsibilities and religious observances. Conversation limits. Modern couples discuss everything from career ambitions to personal dreams, sharing intimate thoughts, past relationships, and future plans without external restrictions on conversation topics. Contemporary dating encourages open communication about all aspects of life to determine compatibility and shared interests. Amish bundling conversation follows strict guidelines about appropriate discussion topics that support spiritual growth and practical marriage preparation. Couples may discuss religious beliefs, family values, work ethics, and community commitment, but cannot engage in worldly conversations about personal ambitions, romantic feelings, or physical attraction. Talk about past relationships, personal struggles, or individual dreams outside community. Life is discouraged as potentially distracting from the primary purpose of assessing spiritual compatibility and readiness for traditional marriage roles. Conversation must focus on character qualities, religious devotion, and commitment to community values rather than personal chemistry or emotional connection. Parents or supervisors occasionally interrupt conversations that stray toward inappropriate topics, redirecting discussion toward acceptable subjects that support proper courtship goals. These conversation limits ensure that bundling serves its intended purpose of evaluating marriage readiness, rather than developing romantic attachment that might cloud practical judgment about spiritual and community compatibility. Physical boundaries. Modern dating includes various levels of physical intimacy as relationships develop, with couples making personal decisions about physical contact based on mutual comfort and attraction. Contemporary courtship often includes kissing, hugging, and other physical expressions of affection that help couples assess physical compatibility and romantic chemistry. Bundling maintains extremely strict physical boundaries despite couples lying together in the same bed for extended periods. No kissing, embracing, or any physical contact beyond possibly holding hands is permitted during bundling sessions, regardless of the couple's feelings or desires for physical connection. The physical separation is maintained through positioning, clothing barriers, and sometimes physical dividers placed between the couple while they share the bed space. This creates an unusual intimacy where couples experience emotional closeness without any physical expression of attraction or affection. Violation of physical boundaries results in immediate termination of bundling privileges and potential community discipline for both families involved. The strict physical rules ensure that emotional connection develops independently from physical attraction, allowing couples to assess character and spiritual compatibility without physical desire influencing their judgment about marriage suitability. These boundaries create a unique courtship experience where couples develop deep emotional bonds while maintaining complete physical separation until marriage, testing their ability to build relationships based on character rather than physical chemistry or romantic feelings. Seasonal patterns. Modern couples date year-round according to personal schedules, work commitments, and social opportunities without external factors significantly influencing their relationship timing or courtship activities. Contemporary dating adapts to individual lifestyles rather than seasonal or community obligations. Amish bundling follows agricultural cycles that determine when courtship can occur and how much time couples can spend together. Spring planting and fall harvest seasons severely restrict bundling opportunities as families focus entirely on essential farm work that ensures community survival and economic stability. Winter months provide the most bundling opportunities when indoor activities replace field work, allowing families time and energy for supervising courtship activities. However, harsh weather conditions sometimes prevent travel between farms, limiting which couples can meet regularly for bundling sessions. Summer brings moderate bundling opportunities balanced against garden maintenance, haymaking, and other agricultural activities that require family participation. The seasonal restrictions ensure that romantic pursuits never interfere with essential work responsibilities that support community economic survival. Harvest time completely suspends bundling activities as all community members focus on gathering crops before weather damage threatens food security. Young people understand that courtship must yield to community survival needs, demonstrating proper priorities about collective welfare over individual romantic desires. These seasonal patterns create courtship rhythms aligned with agricultural necessities rather than personal romantic timing, reinforcing community values about collective responsibility, taking precedence over individual relationship development, and ensuring that marriage preparation occurs within the context of seasonal work obligations. Community oversight. Contemporary couples enjoy privacy in their relationship development with minimal external interference from family or community members who generally respect personal boundaries and individual relationship choices. Modern dating culture values personal autonomy and independence in romantic decision-making. Amish bundling operates under comprehensive community oversight, where multiple families, church leaders, and neighbors monitor every aspect of courtship development. This collective supervision ensures that individual romantic pursuits align with community values and don't threaten social stability through inappropriate behavior or unsuitable matches. Church elders review potential bundling partnerships before parents grant permission, ensuring that both families meet community standards for spiritual commitment, economic stability, and social reputation. Young people cannot begin bundling without approval from multiple authority levels within the community hierarchy. Neighbors informally monitor bundling activities by observing when young people visit different households, noting frequency of visits, and reporting any concerns about inappropriate behavior to parents or church leaders. This creates accountability that prevents secret relationships or behavior that violates community standards. Community members discuss bundling relationships during church gatherings and social events, sharing observations about couple compatibility, family suitability, and progression toward marriage. This collective evaluation process influences whether relationships continue and how quickly they advance toward engagement. The oversight system prevents individual romantic attachment from overriding community judgment about marriage suitability, ensuring that personal desires align with collective values about appropriate partnerships. Young people understand that their romantic choices affect entire community stability rather than just personal happiness, creating courtship practices that serve community cohesion over individual romantic fulfillment. Soaking alternatives. Modern dating offers unlimited variety in courtship activities, from dinner dates to entertainment events, travel, and shared hobbies that allow couples to explore compatibility through diverse experiences and social situations. Contemporary couples create personalized courtship experiences based on mutual interests and individual preferences. Amish communities provide alternative courtship methods beyond bundling for couples who prefer different approaches to relationship development or whose families discourage bundling practices for religious or practical reasons. Sunday evening singings provide supervised group courtship where young people gather for religious music and limited social interaction under adult oversight. These events allow potential couples to observe each other's spiritual devotion and community integration while preventing private romantic development that might lead to inappropriate behavior. Quilting bees and barn raisings create work-based courtship opportunities where young people contribute to community projects while observing potential partners' work ethics, family relationships, and community commitment. These activities assess practical marriage readiness through actual demonstration of essential skills and values. Supervised visits between families allow potential couples to interact within family contexts, observing how individuals relate to parents, siblings, and household responsibilities that indicate future marriage compatibility. These visits provide broader character assessment beyond romantic attraction. Letter writing between families facilitates long-distance courtship when geographical separation prevents regular bundling or community gathering participation. However, all correspondence receives parental review to ensure appropriate content and prevent private romantic communication that bypasses community oversight. Church-sponsored social events provide additional opportunities for supervised interaction while maintaining religious focus that prevents worldly romantic emphasis from undermining spiritual priorities. These alternatives ensure that all community members have courtship opportunities while maintaining strict behavioral standards that serve community values over individual romantic desires and personal relationship preferences. Marriage preparation. Modern engagements often extend for months or years, while couples plan elaborate weddings, live together, and gradually prepare for married life through personal choice and individual timeline preferences. Contemporary couples make independent decisions about wedding timing, marriage readiness, and preparation activities. Successful Amish bundling leads to rapid engagement and marriage preparation that follows community protocols rather than personal romantic timing or individual preferences about wedding planning and married life preparation. Engagement announcements occur during church services with community approval rather than private romantic proposals between couples. The community's acceptance of the match becomes more important than the couple's personal romantic feelings about marriage timing or wedding preferences. Marriage preparation includes intensive instruction about household management, child rearing responsibilities, and community obligations that define successful Amish married life. Young women receive detailed training in cooking, cleaning, and domestic skills from experienced married women, while men learn advanced farming and trade skills necessary for supporting families. Wedding planning follows strict community traditions with no personal customization or individual expression in ceremony details, reception activities, or celebration elements. The community organizes and finances weddings as collective